How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the Cash App. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Say I hit the like on the way in. Say the Bronx, New York is in this bitch. Say your pop and pass, say look at these 30 minutes of 5. Say the Southside is checking in. Say, hey, Willie the 801, Salt Lake City, Utah, back in the mother 30 minutes of 5. But watch 236 and your 9. Say Chi-Town is in the church. Say the 229, Albany, Georgia is in the building. You say Space had a mission this morning. No, I missed it. Wait a minute, I had to take a sip. Shout out to Martin Shaw for being a member for 7 months. Say the good doctor is in after performing surgery, and I'm hungry. That's what's up. Appreciate you for being around here. Alexander City, Alabama is in the building. Say number 3 on them lights. Say the 505 is round here for Wet Wop Wednesday. Say preacher. Say preach to him, Unc. I appreciate that right there. The 777 Monkeyville is in the building. Say, hey, Willie. Say Jersey is here doing inventory and listening to instructions, and I am multitasking today. I appreciate that. Do your goddamn job out here in these streets. The 973 is in the building. Say the Bronx. Brooklyn Strong is in the house. Say Orlando is in the building. Say Oak Cliff, Texas, checking in for that good news and fire commentary. Say much love, Willie, get the bag, bro. The 334 to Gun Monkey Town is in the building. Say the 815. Say Juliet, Illinois is in the building for midday service. Say 18 watching and need 18 thumbs up. Y'all, I need your help. I need your sponsorship. I need all that like shit. Say Dallas, Texas done came in hitting that thumbs up button. That's what's up. Tampa, Orlando is in the building. Say Mr. Young got my lunch blunt and 30 minutes to get both my fire ends going. He say, what up, nephew? Duval in the building. Say, salute, what it do? Say the 850, Tallahassee in the building. Say the 316. Say Dub K in the house. Say, hey, everybody, how's everybody doing? How y'all doing on Willie Williams? Appreciate y'all for joining. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the midday news. This is where you come around to see what's out here in these goddamn streets, because otherwise you wouldn't see what's going on out here in these streets, because we, the people, typically we don't watch the news. So this is why I'm around here. I'm around here for you to help you see what the hell going on out here on Earth. Y'all, I'm not even much going to hold y'all long. Oh, remember, Prostate Cancer Month was last month, but we Prostate Cancer Month every goddamn month, because this is the most important thing that has to do with males, the men. The humans that came out of their mama monkey with a meat, males, this is the most important. Our prostate is the most important. Prostate Cancer Month was last month. Damn it, it's every month. It's just a finger. It's one finger. It's one, but if you're feeling great, I guess you can get 2. But one finger, if your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Listen. Watch it. You're going to lose your little la-la. I'm just trying to tell you something. Let's go ahead on and get into a little something. Damn it, they say over 100 people killed. They had a brawl. Uh-oh, wait a minute, listen.
Out of Indonesia after a riot at a soccer game has left 129 people dead. Take a look at the scene here. You can see in this video a soccer player leaving the field being chased by fans and having the rival teams clashing there on the field after the game. Police then throwing tear gas into the crowd to help disperse them. The crowd attacking officials and eventually turning into a brawl. Most people dying because they were trampled to death. More than 300 were transported to a hospital nearby.
And I'd be thinking that our sporting events get loose, especially after a team wins, like the Super Bowl and stuff. They go out in the city, they may turn over cars, they may hit cars and stuff like that. They may vandalize in the city, but when you talking about 120 some people done left Earth because of being like trampled, y'all shouldn't go to these goddamn games no more. Y'all is doing the damn most. How you don't know not to get trampled? I mean, people is really following their own goddamn understanding. Do y'all really ain't tripping? But please, 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 try your best to not get killed at the game. It's not a good thing because you done already spent your money and your team done probably lost. Your team done probably lost and you done got killed. You should be like double mad when you're in your grave. Moving right along, I ain't need much gonna hold you. Man, y'all come on in and get these thumbs up popping. Man, I appreciate all of the good messages that I have been receiving out here in these streets. Man, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the support because the player done went through a hurricane, iron. We all right now. We got internet, so the world is great. Everything great. I know some people out here dying and shit like that right there. They ending up in the hospital and stuff. People breaking up and stuff. You know, like those type of tragedies. But a real tragedy is not being able to have internet. That's one of the biggest tragedies in 2022. See, if this is like back in like the late 90s or even early 2000s, it would have been great because like we had dial up and shit like that right there, and we really want to own the internet like that. We was dealing with like people like in our everyday lives. Like I couldn't talk to people like in the next county, you know, unless I ran into them people in the next county. But now we can talk to people all over the world, and we so used to these type of things, so we really do need to keep service up out here in the goddamn street. All of that other shit, that's basic stuff. That's regular stuff. Y'all dying and your kids getting killed, that's regular stuff, that's everyday stuff. But in order for us to even be able to see this type of stuff, we need an internet connection. You know what I'm saying? Moving right along, I ain't gonna talk your head off talking about a brawl out here in the street. Let me take you on down to Dade County, Florida. My state, stand your ground state, bust a bitch, go home state. Please don't run up. We in Fifth Eye Life State.
We'll only see on within news an all-out brawl on the streets of South Beach. One person even packing a stun gun in tonight. Residents are fed up with the violence.
Fed up.
Ross Sloan has our exclusive.
Sick of this shit.
We got our hands on some pretty wild video. This is a fight all over the street. There's a stun gun involved. But this story is much more than just a fight on camera. One business owner concerned about quality of life.
You say, Willie, we use the internet for emails and porn. That's a good thing. Keep doing what you're doing.
It's around 4:30 in the morning, September 17th on South Beach, and this isn't an ordinary brawl. Just take a look.
What was very unique was the woman with the stun gun who repeatedly 4 or 5 times.
That's right, a stun gun. You can hear it here. Mitch Novick, a local business owner, captures the incident on his camera. This story is more than just about a brawl. As a business owner, this is about quality of life.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, after the pandemic, I had remained closed for months. And, you know, my clientele who I've been...
Jacksonville, Florida, checking in for the midday news. Appreciate that right there. The 727 is in the building. Listen, this happened at 4:30 in the morning. Why is y'all out on South Beach? Well, unless it is the weekend. Hell, shit. It could be through the weekend.
Catering to for 30 years. I tell them, you know, this place is not what it used to be.
Yeah. It's 4:00 in the morning around there. You know what I'm saying? Look.
It's a fight that spills all over the street of South Beach. Punches, violence, and it goes on and on.
That's not exactly what we thought of when we decided to visit here for vacation, but it happens everywhere. There's idiots no matter where you are.
Miami Beach Commissioner Stephen Miner.
It bothers me a lot. It's really, I think, our number one issue, our residents. Number one issue for me is quality of life.
So what can be done to make sure that scenes like this don't happen?
It's not.
I have no idea, but one thing about it, and I hope that y'all don't stop serving alcohol after a certain hour, because in a lot of counties and states and stuff like that, they be trying to stop selling alcohol like 1:30 in the morning, and I be like, who making these damn rules? But then again, it seems like to me that those folk out there in the street done had one too many.
Not low level. This really ruins our quality of life, our residents, and they're screaming for us to take action.
In this case, police were never called, they say. They did arrive when everyone dispersed. Miami Beach police saying that violent crime is actually down in the city. Once again, according to Miami Beach police, they were never called. So if you see an incident like this,
Record.
pick up the phone and give police a call.
Don't you dare pick up your damn phone and call law enforcement unless you with somebody who is already recording.
There to help. And they also mentioned once again that violent crime is down in the city. On Miami Beach, I'm Rosh Lowe, Local 10 News.
Now, video.
You say, Willie, are we sure these ain't but pirates? Jeez. Now they could have been fighting over me. Hell, maybe they was fighting over Kanye and Candace's White Lives Matter shirt. I have no idea. Just remember, watch 23-16-09, and don't get too on it. Don't get too drunk. Be careful with your essential products, because you really don't want to blow your hide. We don't care nothing about getting beat up and all this shit right there, but we don't want to blow our hide here, especially we don't spend our money to get high. You know what I'm saying? Damn it, that was a great tip that I just gave. Moving right along. Ain't need much gonna hold you. Be careful out here in these streets. Ooh. Let's talk about a natural out here in the street. To get killed over a wig. New Jersey's in the building. What it do, man. Y'all come on in. Let's get the thumbs up. We got to get 500, y'all. We got to get back up to 500 to get our numbers out here. We got to do something for the algorithm to keep us shared. We really do need you around here. Say, Willie, that sound profound. Where I hear the street. Y'all know how I try to do it in the community. But look here. When you get killed over a wig, though, or wigs, I think that's a problem. But it's by mistake on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Well, damn it, a player didn't mean to get killed by the wig, but damn it, that's just what happened.
Details of this are absolutely unbelievable. This is where the victim in his 50s passed away, where these flowers are. Witnesses say he chased the kid out of the store across the street. They wrestled for a gun that the kid had on him, and then when the older man wasn't looking, the kid came up behind him with a massive knife he had and stabbed him right in the heart.
When he wasn't watching his six, as we say, watch 23-16-09, when he wasn't watching his six, him got shanked. Say, is the wig all right? I think that the wig had done made it through. You know what I'm saying? Fort Worth, Texas is checking in.
I don't think he ever imagined he would be murdered over a wig. Known as a noble, hardworking man, he died defending his business. Tommy's
100% human hair, lace front, Remy hair, say wig, say Bobby Boss.
Wigs. Tommy Lee immigrated here from Korea and owned this wig shop in the Fashion District in downtown LA for 20 years. He was robbed 4 times in the last 4 years. This video from an incident in 2019, a robber he chased out hit him in the head with a golf club. This last time, though, he didn't survive.
Tommy, damn it, you weren't blocking none of this.
LAPD says he was murdered by a kid on Saturday at about 1 p.m.
Willie, they just children.
Detectives say these two in handcuffs are the suspects, boyfriend and girlfriend.
Look. I am so sick of y'all little slimmies and shit with your little stomachs poke out with your back arch to make it like your ass big. Y'all don't have to do that. We still gonna hunch, man. Damn.
Both 17, blurred because they're minors. Investigators
They face the shit with blurred because they're minors. They both 17.
Say they went in to steal a wig from Tommy's shop that's now closed and lined with flowers.
Well, guess who he was stealing the wig? Guess who they were stealing the wig for? Her Not him.
Davina Kangavari and her husband knew Lee well as landlords of the shopping center, and they've seen the surveillance of the incident that's not yet released by police.
Yeah, you have to think about it. Now he's going to jail for hair. Yeah, that was not even for him, but go ahead.
We're looking at a wig, and then all of a sudden they made a run for it. And Tommy had a record of being tough and going after robbers. He started chasing them. They went around the shopping center, and then the boy pulled a knife out, shanked him right in the heart.
I like how she used shank. But see, Tommy got a history of trying to stand his damn ground for his product. And it finally came to an end.
Lee leaves behind a 25-year-old daughter, and the suspects are now in police custody.
Shame on you, and shame on the people that raised you. You threw your entire life away in 1 minute over a wig.
Over a wig, bitch. She talking about y'all mammies, them who raised y'all. Got y'all out here borrowing wigs and shit from Tommy. That's a
I
problem.
hope you spend the rest of your life with that man's face in your mind every time you go to sleep.
I like how she say, yeah. Like, and what? Like, damn it, I got it out. Look, watch me.
Every time you go to sleep.
Yeah. Done. Wait, look. It look like she say, done. Watch it.
Man's face in your mind every time you go to sleep.
I like it.
And of course, she's hoping that these 17-year-olds are tried as adults. You know, Lee lost his life, and so many lives are ruined because of something so senseless.
That's a great question. Was it real? Was it a real wig? Was it real hair? Was it fake hair? What, you know what I'm saying? Was it human? Was it Remy? Was it Brazilian? Was it Malaysian? Was it American? What?
Reporting live in the Fashion District, I'm Haley Winslow, Fox 11 News.
Was it a $20 wig? Was it a $400 wig? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all finna go to jail. The shit could have been a Gucci knockoff wig. Now, yeah, done got hemmed up because Buddy done shanked Tommy out there in the goddamn street. Damn, man. I do know people will say you should not chase after the robbers and stuff. I don't think he got insurance on this shit because he's like in like a strip mall type thing. And like at the outdoor flea market and shit like that right there. Look. Yeah. Like an indoor flea market, and like I don't think they got insurance on shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to go get your damn wig back because you done put your money up to get your damn wigs, to get your products. You need to get paid for your products. So I kind of understand him, but damn it, he should have probably hired some security or something. I have no idea, but damn it, he gone now. He gone now, and I hope that what's going to happen to the rest of the wigs? What's going to happen to the rest of the hair, the cacolons and shit like that right there? Maybe it'll get passed down to the children or something like that right there, because they do got a 25-year-old child, an adult child or something, and maybe it may work out good like that right there. Say no life insurance, probably. Yeah, man. Damn it, he out of here. Moving right along, ain't gonna hold you. We gotta talk about a 1-year-old, man. We gotta talk about a 1-year-old. A 1-year-old born premature. 1-year-old born Shout out to all the preemies out there. Shout out to all the preemies. Dies from cardiac arrest after a Georgia father shoots at her. Let me go and put it up on the screen for you. Show you what transpired here. Here we go. I ain't even much. Listen, the light should be at least over 260. They should be over 260. It don't mean that you like the show. I just need your help right now. I need your damn help. Shout out to Diamond for the $7 cash app. Say, love that you're back, player. I appreciate that right there. We had one more. Shout out to Anita. Yeah. Anita for the $3 cash app. Thank you. Moving right along. Here we go.
Mother says her 1-year-old child came into this world early and left way too soon. Doctors say little Leilani died from cardiac arrest not long after a shooting where thankfully the bullets missed this little one. But police say the child's father was the shooter. Channel 2's Tom Jones is live in Henry County, where her mother thinks that shooting played a role in her death. Tom?
Yeah.
Here we go.
And Wendy, it's important to note that Marcus Calhoun does not face any charges in connection with his daughter Leilani's death. But police say he does face charges after he opened fire, shot about 5 times into the car that Leilani and her mother were in. Her mother says, Leilani's mother says that the bullets didn't kill her daughter, but she thinks the gunpowder did.
Did they just say that he's in trouble for shooting 5 times inside of the baby mama car? Is that what he just said?
And her mother said fire shot about 5 times into the car that Leilani and her mother were in.
Okay.
Her mother says, Leilani's mother says that the bullets didn't kill her daughter, but she thinks the gunpowder did.
She say the gunpowder. She think the gunpowder did. Okay, let's think about it real quick. Unless he was in the car and shot in the car, then she would have a point. If he out the car and shot in the car, there's no gunpowder in the car if he was outside the car and shot in the car. If he in the car and shot in the car, then all right, I got her. Maybe gunpowder, but go ahead.
She's a little miracle.
Little Leilani has traveled a rough road since coming into this world 4 months early.
She came out with a lot of complications.
Severe bleeding on both sides of her brain and 3 different lung diseases.
3 different lung diseases. This is how she came out. So she came out of her mama with these problems, but we don't want to blame the mama for the child coming out with these problems. Go ahead, go.
Baby who went through everything she went through, she was a joy to be around.
Leilani recently celebrated her first birthday. She was doing well. Then August 10th, Leilani and her mother went to Avalon Park. That's when Anjanita Harris says her estranged husband, Leilani's father, jumped in the car wanting to know why she left him. Harris.
Oh, wait. Okay. She jumped in the car. So, damn it, did he shoot while he was in the car? All right, here we go.
Says Marcus Calhoun reached into her glove compartment and grabbed her gun. Deputies say he then opened fire.
He shot into the car 5 times.
He's saying he shot into the car 5 times. So when he grabbed the gun, he got out the car? I'm confused, but go ahead.
Harris sped off. Neither she or Leilani were hurt.
So he had to be outside of the car if she was able to speed off without him being inside the car. He wanted to know what the hell you leaving me for. But go ahead.
Physically, Calhoun was arrested in Columbus. Then, September 2nd, Harris noticed Leilani didn't look right. She felt faint.
At that moment, we knew she was about to leave.
Leilani died that night of cardiac arrest. But
say gunpowder is usually at the site of the gun, not at a bullet. Bullet is faster than the powder. Exactly.
Her mother thinks the shooting is why she is no longer here.
No one can tell me otherwise. That gunpowder affected her lungs.
How did the gunpowder affect the lungs if you saying that he was outside the vehicle and he shot into the vehicle? She don't understand how gunpowder work. I have no idea. Shout out to Bobby for the $1 cash app. Say for being back in service. Say best live on YouTube. I appreciate that right there. Y'all got to show me. Y'all got to really show me that y'all think that we doing a good job around here with the thumbs up. We need some thumbs up. We need some PayPal. We need some Cash App. We need some Super Chat. I need to see. I got to see it. Appreciate y'all. Here we go.
Affected her. And it caused my baby lungs to fail.
It's important to note Calhoun has not been charged in connection with Leilani's death. Harris says Leilani was fine before the shooting.
That's the only thing that changed in her life.
That was the only thing that changed. But baby, you got to remember the child came in the preemie with all of these complications. With all of these complications, and now you're talking about gunpowder. Even law enforcement don't believe that it was gunpowder.
He wants Calhoun to pay.
I want him to rot in that jail. I want him to sit in that jail for the rest of his natural born life.
Oh, because she didn't want him before the gunshots. She didn't want him to be a daddy or nothing, in my mind. So she's happy that he can possibly be going to jail forever.
And the magistrate judge said there was enough evidence here to move this case to Superior Court. Meanwhile, Calhoun was out on bond after police say he tried to crash a car that Harris and her son were in last year. He's now in the Henry County Jail. We're live in.
He tried to crash a car that him and her was in. Because it seemed to me as if like they just possibly broke up recently. Last year, he was in the car when the incident, like, a player should have got over it by now. Unless they were still hunching.
In Henry County, Tom Jones, Channel 2 Action News.
As we do, you know, it's not rare. Damn it, we break up and we still be hunching out here in these streets.
Tom, what a tragedy. What a tragedy for that family. Little Leilani just went through so much in such a short life.
Yes, a short life. Let's back this shit up, because with all the things that she was born with.
Or did.
She's a little miracle.
Little Leilani has traveled a rough road since coming into this world 4 months early.
She came out with a lot of complications.
She came out with a lot of complications. Severe bleeding in both lungs. Was it that?
Came out with a lot of complications.
Severe bleeding on both sides of her brain and 3 different lung diseases.
3 bleeding on both sides of the brain and 3 different lung diseases.
Sides of her brain and 3 different lung diseases.
Man. So just the atmosphere in itself could have triggered her ailments. Not necessarily him shooting a gun. Not necessarily. It couldn't have been gunpowder if he was not in the car. I'm just saying. Shout out to Miss Chowney for the Chowney. My bad, I pronounced it wrong. For the $5 super, damn it, the $5 cash out for the building fund. I appreciate that right there. Say the sound of gunfire made the baby heart go out. Ooh. But it didn't happen that day. It didn't happen that day. The daddy did the shooting, though. He said, Willie, you can't call your time to die. The baby was sick already. Yeah. Like, the baby could have passed away in any month, any day, because the child was born with all these complications. And it's just, see, in my mind, this is just, she trying to use what happened to punish her baby daddy. Let's just cut the damn chase.
Coming into this world 4 months early.
She came out with a lot of complications.
Severe bleeding on both sides of her brain and 3 different lung diseases.
For a baby who went through everything she went through, she was a joy to be around.
Leilani recently celebrated her first birthday. She was doing well. On August 10th, Leilani and her mother went to Avalon Park. That's when Anjanita Harris says her estranged husband, Leilani's father, jumped in the car wanting to know why she left him.
I want y'all to really understand. They got into that car accident thing last year. This year, he want to know why y'all ain't together. In my mind, y'all just broke up. Y'all just broke, at least a month or 2. Y'all just broke up. Because what should have had done happen, if it really was a problem, you tried to wreck y'all out, you should have broke up last year. But I know we try to keep shit together, as we should. But we can't just act like they didn't just recently broke up. We can't just act like that. Back it up.
Anjanita Harris says her estranged husband, Leilani's father, jumped in the car wanting to know why she left him. Harris says...
And that was on the 10th. Hold on. I need a date. Hold on.
His mother went to Avalon Park.
What day?
It's a joy to be around.
Leilani recently celebrated her first birthday. She was doing well. On August 10th, Leilani and her mother went to Avalon Park. That's when Anjanita Harris says her estranged husband, Leilani's father, jumped in the car wanting to know why she left him. Harris says Marcus Calhoun reached into her glove compartment and grabbed her gun.
Oh, grabbed her gun. Oh, so it wasn't even his gun. He grabbed her gun, but go ahead.
They say he then opened fire.
He shot into the car 5 times.
Harris sped off. Neither she or Leilani were hurt physically. Calhoun was arrested in Columbus. Then, September 2nd, Harris noticed Leilani didn't look right. She felt faint.
At that moment, we knew she was about to leave.
Stop. The incident happened on the 10th. She started feeling, faint. September the 2nd. The baby was born bleeding on both sides of the brain. Three lung infections. If I'm not mistaken, it was the 3 lung infections. It happened on the 10th. Baby had the issue or passed away on the 2nd.
Leilani died that night of cardiac arrest.
Died that night of cardiac arrest. September the 2nd. Incident happened on the 10th.
But her mother thinks the shooting is why she is no longer here.
No one can tell me otherwise.
Somebody need to be able to tell you otherwise, baby, because you got to look at it like this. If the gunpowder was an issue, it would have affected that child way faster. Way faster. The 10th to the 2nd is what? 2.5 weeks? 2, maybe 3, 7, maybe 2.5 weeks. Some shit like that right there. The baby would have had issues early. Not way on September the 2nd, baby. Just in my mind. Just in my mind.
That gunpowder affected her lungs. It affected her.
With 3 lung problems, 3 lung diseases, allergies should affect your child. And it probably was. And gunpowder would act as an allergy, as bacteria inside of the body. That baby should have had a problem back in August, not September. I'm just saying, this is just how I'm thinking. I don't know what happened. We just saying something.
And it caused my baby lungs to fail.
It's important to note Calhoun has not been charged in connection with Leilani's death.
Again, law enforcement, coroner, anybody do not believe that the gunpowder had caused the child to perish. Now she's sitting out with an urn, so she had the baby cremated. But I'm guessing an autopsy was actually done. It should have stated what the issue was.
It says Leilani was fine before the shooting.
That's the only thing that changed in her life.
She wants Calhoun to pay.
Oh, baby, you can't have the medical problems from the time you born and then say that the gunshots was the only problem or the only thing that changed in her life. Say that was 528 hours later, say she need to stop. 22 days, 23 days later, come on.
I want him to rot in that jail.
I understand that you probably hate your baby daddy. I get it. But baby.
So I want him to sit in that jail for the rest of his natural born life.
She is really disgusted with him. And it has nothing to do, in my mind, with her losing her child. I ain't even much gonna hold y'all. Moving right along. Hell, keep your churn from round gunpowder. Please keep your churn from round gunpowder. Because you can't change her mind. But keep your churn from round gunpowder. We got a family that, damn it, how much time we got? Oh, we got good time. Appreciate that right there. We got a 27-year-old. We got a 27-year-old with inappropriate behavior at a Florida youth challenge. Inappropriate behavior with a 16-year-old. We got a 27-year-old arrested for inappropriate relationship with a 16-year-old at a Florida Youth Challenge Academy.
Live from the local station, News 4 Jax starts now.
Right now at 6 o'clock, parents of teens who attend this local academy are concerned because a former employee has been accused of abusing a student. It is not the first accusation of abuse at the school, which is for at-risk youth. That former employee accused of having an illegal romantic relationship with a teenage girl while working at Florida Youth Challenge Academy at Camp Blanding.
Let's start all right. In Florida, the age of consent is 18. Go ahead.
Libby Crome is charged with being an authority figure soliciting or engaging in lewd conduct with a minor. News4Jax reporter Janice Harris has been reviewing court records, and she's been following the story since the summer when a victim reached out to her. Janice.
We first told you about this story in August, and what we've learned, according to the arrest warrant for Libby Crome, is that we're learning that she was 27 years old and the teenager was 16 years old. It says the romantic relationship began in March of this year while the teen was at the academy. 27-year-old Libby Crome worked at Florida Youth Challenge Academy.
Hey, sugar. Y'all, that's Libby. That Libby. That's what's up.
Also known as FLICA, as a supervisor or a cadre of cadets. It's a place where troubled teens go to get their lives back on track. According
their lives back on track and where they can hunt at. Go ahead.
To this arrest affidavit in March of 2022, Crome took advantage of at least one 16-year-old girl at the academy, and the relationship continued after the teen graduated.
I don't understand, and I'm gonna keep saying, what do we mean by taking advantage of a 16-year-old?
The Clay County Sheriff's Office was alerted in April 2022 of the allegations. A parent who says her child was also abused by another cadre at the academy is speaking out. She asked we disguise her voice for her safety. She had this to say about Crome's arrest.
I am happy that she's being held accountable. I just want everything to be out in the open and for justice for all that were involved in any type of abuse by these adults.
Documents show investigators talked to the 16-year-old and they read her phone messages, emails, and even a love note between her and Crome.
Stop. It's a love note. They in a whole relationship. What do you mean take advantage? What do you mean grooming? Wait, whoa. 16. Okay, unless the counselor was threatened by you ain't gonna eat and shit like that right there. Like that's understood. I get that part. But other than those type of things like that, what do we mean take advantage of?
Investigator for the case wrote, the defendant had a relationship of a romantic nature with a student victim while being in a position of authority. Records show Crome has been in a position of power before, working as a corrections officer in another county. This parent told me her child was also the victim of an inappropriate relationship multiple times this year.
Stop. She said that her child has been a victim multiple times. What do you mean? Say that again. Hold up. Shout out to Phyllis for the $1 cash. I say, hey, sugar. He say, here for the midday news. I appreciate that right there. Y'all, we got to get these likes up. Get the likes up. Y'all say that this the best shit around here. I need to see it. Y'all show. Shit, the free shit is a thumbs up. Other than that, we got to PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Here we go.
Officer in another county. This parent told me her child was also the victim of an inappropriate relationship multiple times.
What do you mean?
This year, and wants justice.
How many incidents do you believe happened where it was an inappropriate interaction with your daughter with this alleged person?
About 9 or 10.
She says the 9 to 10 incidents all happened in 1 month.
9 to 10 incidents. Try to understand which they was in a relationship, but 9 to 10 incidents.
Clay County Sheriff's Office is investigating these allegations. As the investigation continues, Crome's arrest may be the first, but may not be the last.
Say because she was an authority over the boy, she could be charged as such. No. She was soliciting a baby out here in these streets. She been trying to get her some. Well, she been getting her some cooch. Yeah.
Chrome's attorneys attempt
this girl on girl stuff. Yeah.
to get the bond reduced below $200,000. The next hearing, the motion hearing, will be on October 10th, and there's also another review on it November 7th. Reporting live, Janice Harris, Channel 4, the local station.
Say, hey, Willie, my wife said that she have a nice natural. Say the news reporter, oh yeah. It's slayed and laid out there, mother. It looked like it got a little shiny sheen to it. Depends on the direction that we're looking at it from. But go ahead.
Janice, have you heard from anyone at the Academy?
I've actually heard from FLICA a couple of times. This is an ongoing investigation, so it's very limited as to what they can tell us. But they have said they would make another comment once all of this was resolved. When I spoke with them one-on-one last month, they told me they were making changes to make sure the teens are safe and that they are safe at the Academy.
Yeah, they are safe at the Academy. She had a whole relationship. A relationship. So, watch this. Shout out to our stud sisters out here in the Garden Street. So, at the Academy, you can't reach out to, like you can't call home or something for like a month or something like that. Is these the type of academies that's going on? But listen, they had cell phones. I want y'all to pay attention. They had cell phones.
Says a romantic relationship began in March of this year while the teen was at the Academy. 27-year-old Libby Chrome worked at Florida Youth Challenge Academy, also known as FLICA, as a supervisor or a cadre of cadets. It's a place where troubled teens go to get their lives back on track. According to this arrest affidavit in March of 2022, Chrome took advantage of at least one 16-year-old girl at the Academy, and the relationship continued after the teen graduated.
Stop. That's the part we missed.
Chrome took advantage of at least one 16-year-old girl at the Academy, and the relationship continued after the teen graduated.
So can we still call it take advantage of? I'm just asking. I don't. Say so was they scissoring? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Monkey on monkey crime. Go ahead.
The Clay County Sheriff's Office was alerted in April 2022 of the allegations. A parent who says her child was also abused by another cadre at the Academy is speaking out. She asked we disguise her voice for her safety. She had this to say about Chrome's arrest.
Say sounds consensual to me. The only problem is that you can't consent legally. You can consent, but you can't consent legally. You know what I'm saying?
I am happy that she's being held accountable. I just want everything to be out in the open and for justice for all that were involved in any type of abuse by these adults.
Documents show investigators talked to the 16-year-old and they read her phone messages.
They read her phone messages and her love notes. That baby was in love out here in these streets. Our stud sister munching on something right here. Listen. In case you're new around here. In my mind, if they can become whole parents, I believe that they can hunch whoever they want to hunch, which they already is hunching whoever they want to hunch, regardless of what you think. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us like to be in our feelings, but that's an adult, and they still hunching them. They choosing to hunch them. And I think that they should have the right to hunch them if they can have the right to be parents. Just in my mind, but go ahead.
Emails and even a love note between her and Chrome. An investigator for the case wrote, the defendant had a relationship of a romantic nature with a student victim while being in a position of authority. Records show Chrome has been in a position of power before.
Chrome, baby, I stud sister out here and you got in the street. Don't worry about it, baby. They really ain't gonna give you time like that right there, sugar. I'm trying to help. They really ain't. Do about a good 10 months. Good 10 months probation, you know what I'm saying? And notice, I don't think that they said that she would have to sign up as a sex offender.
working as a corrections officer in another county. This parent told me her child was also the victim of an inappropriate relationship multiple times this year and wants justice.
How many?
She wants just. I know it's illegal. I get it. But at what point is we going to start charging the teenagers for breaking the law?
Do you believe happened where it was an inappropriate interaction with your daughter with this alleged person?
About 9 or 10.
She says the 9 to 10 incidents all happened in 1 month.
In 1 month. So again, can the cadets and shit call home within like a month or 2 weeks or something? Do you have like the weekends to where you can call home, talk to mama and daddy or something like that right there? Because if not, then it's kind of more understood why it wasn't spoken about until later on. I get it then, but if they had any communication with the outside, and the higher ups, something should have been said if it was a problem.
The Clay County Sheriff's Office is investigating these allegations.
I know, Willie, they're just kids. Them same children can become parents.
As the investigation continues, Chrome's arrest may be the first, but may not be the last.
May not be the last. That's what's up. Hey, shout out to our stud sister. You tried it, but you got caught. You done got told on out in the street. Just be careful next time. Just be careful next time at your next facility. Moving right along, ain't even much gonna hold you. Listen, I don't pretend to care. I'm just trying to tell you something. Man. People go, when we start to realize, when we can get out of our feelings and start to realize that people gonna do what people want to do. But I want everybody to follow the law. We need to follow the law. This is why we got laws in place. And I'm still here to tell you, people gonna do what they wanna do out here in the goddamn street. Look here, damn it, we got a hit and run. Well, we got some road rage. Let's go on and jump into some road rage. The family says that a man has been arrested for a road rage incident, but he was not the original aggressor. And we got some activists out here on the case. Here we go.
Willie revealed footage of the moments before shots were fired.
Say, Willie, she ain't a kid if she can bleed.
During an apparent road rage incident on the West Park Tollway. Thank you for joining us. I'm Keith Garvin.
And I'm...
Shout out to Rodney for the $15 cash out. Man, I appreciate the support because we lacking. Y'all, damn it, I'm back. I got service. We lacking out here. Y'all get a thumbs up.
Lauren Freeman, the cell phone video is the latest development in a story that KPRC2 has been tracking for you since late last week. Investigators say the incident ended in gunshots and one man was arrested. But now local activists say the suspect was not the original aggressor.
Say multiple times this year, say your daughter is a hoe. That's
KPRC2's Sabir Rayford is joining us now. So Sabir, you've heard both sides of this story today.
Yes, and it happened here near the West Park Tollway, and the man who was charged for firing his gun said the other person, the other driver, he should be held accountable.
Okay, what happened?
There should not have been just one arrest. It should have been two.
Community activists say there's two sides to this story we first brought to you on Friday.
Somebody could have been killed.
That's Chris Harkleroad. He says on September 25th, James Young sped up behind him in his truck while driving westbound on the West Park Tollway.
Well, I seen him approaching pretty fast in the rearview mirror, and I tried to get over, but traffic was all around.
He says when he did exit the highway, Young got out of his car and fired 4 shots. Young was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. His bond was initially set at $100,000, then dropped to $25,000. Young is now out on bond, and he says though he's not a victim, neither is Harkleroad. This is new video shot by Young's wife, who was in the car when the altercation happened. He said Harkleroad was the initial aggressor.
Brake checked me, sped up the highway, open lane of highway.
He says as he sped up, Harkleroad brake checked him again.
As I tried to remove myself from the situation, the Tesla constantly corners me in. I see it out to take the exit, and as I'm going to take the exit, the Tesla come 2 or 3 lanes over.
We went back to speak to Harkle Road, who says his video shows he was slowing down for traffic. I don't feel like there's anything.
There wasn't no traffic in front of you pimping, but go ahead.
I could have done because there's traffic in front of me. I couldn't accelerate to get out of his way.
Stop. I'll back it up before we lose it. There's no traffic in front of you in the Tesla.
He's Harkle Road. This is new video shot by Young's wife, who was in the car when the altercation happened. He said Harkle Road was the initial aggressor.
Brake check me.
Y'all do understand there's no one in front of his vehicle while he's brake checking.
Head up the highway, open lane of highway.
He says as he sped up, Harkle Road brake checked him again.
As I try to remove myself from the situation, the Tesla constantly corners me in. I see it out to take the exit, and as I'm going to take the exit, the Tesla come 2 or 3 lanes over.
We went.
Say Willie say that looked like an insurance scam to me. I think so. I think he was trying to get in the wreck right there.
Back to speak to Harkle Road, who says his video shows he was slowing down for traffic. I don't feel like there's anything that I could have done because there's traffic in front of me. I couldn't accelerate to get out of his way. I couldn't get over in the right lane, the slow lane. He says Young's video only shows a portion of the encounter.
That's really the portion that we need to see, that there was nobody in front of you.
He did get to my side. That's when he had the window down, and I was fearful of my life, and I'm defensive mode at that point.
Hell yeah, you should have been in fear of your life because you've been out there playing in traffic. You should have been.
And the Harris County District Attorney's Office confirmed they did receive both videos. They sent us the following statement, quote, "It is never acceptable to settle a traffic dispute with a gun. Based on the evidence presented to prosecutors, the defendant was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon for allegedly riddling the victim's Tesla with bullets. Prosecutors determined that additional charges against anyone else in this matter were not appropriate." Reporting live near A-Leaf, Sabir Rayford, KPRC.
I just got to go back to the first video that they showed us.
I'm Keith Garvin.
And I'm Lauren Freeman. The cell phone video is the latest development in a story that KPRC2 has been tracking for you since late last week. Investigators say the incident ended in gunshots and one man was arrested. But now...
Oh, so he finally got around them, jumped out with that fire, and popped. Damn, player. Damn, they got you, pimp. I don't think that you was like able, or you should have jumped out your damn car and shot at another car.
Local activists say the suspect was not the original aggressor. KPRC2's Sabir Rayford is joining us now. So Sabir, you've heard both.
Because you also have to think, what if there was somebody else in the car with him and then you would have shot and killed somebody? Now you got a whole murder case. You know what I'm saying?
Both sides of this story today.
We got to think it through.
Hey.
So they both behaved badly, yes. Yeah, so like the activists say, I think both of them should have been arrested.
Yes, and it happened here near the West Park Tollway, and the man who was charged for firing his gun said the other person, the other driver, he should be held accountable.
There should not have been just one arrest. It should have been 2.
Community activists say there's 2 sides to this story we first brought to you on Friday.
Somebody could have been killed.
That's Chris Harkle Road. He says,
Chris, you're wrong, pimp, but go ahead.
On September 25th, James Young sped up behind him in his truck while driving westbound on the West Park Tollway.
Well, I seen him approaching pretty fast in the rearview mirror, and I tried to get over, but traffic was all around.
He says,
and that's before you knew that they had the other video.
When he did exit the highway, Young got out of his car and fired 4 shots. Young was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. His bond was initially set at $100,000, then dropped to $25,000.
He said arrest the white guy for what?
Young is now out on bond, and he says though he's not a victim, neither is Harkle Road. This is new video shot by Young's wife, who was in the car when the altercation happened. He said Harkle Road was the initial aggressor.
Brake check me, sped up the highway, open lane of highway.
He says as he sped up, Harkle Road brake checked him again.
As I try to remove myself from the situation, the Tesla constantly corners me in. I see it out to take the exit, and as I'm going to take the exit, the Tesla come 2 or 3 lanes over.
We went back to speak to Harkle Road, who says his video shows he was slowing down for traffic.
Yeah. I don't feel like there's anything that I could have done because there's traffic in front of me.
I believe you that you saw traffic. I believe you that you saw traffic in front of you. But in my mind, it was not immediate in front of you. You probably saw traffic way up there in the opposite, on the other highway or something like that right there. But no, pimp. Just say I think the Tesla needed to be paid on. I'm trying to tell you, he trying to get somebody to run into the back of him so he can make a full claim. He probably wanted the Tesla to get totaled.
Couldn't accelerate to get out of his way. I couldn't get over in the right lane, the slow lane.
He says Young's video only shows a portion of the encounter.
And once he did get to my side, that's when he had the window down, and I was fearful of my life. And
I believe you, pimp. Listen, I gotta let it go. Keep doing what you're doing. Listen, they both should have been arrested, and it should be like squash, because he was out here playing and the other player wasn't playing. So it should equal both of them out. Damn it, I'm trying to say something else, but I can't think. It should. Damn it, no charge for nobody. No charge for nobody. Y'all go your separate ways and just don't be on the highway together. You know what I'm saying? If I was a judge, that's what I would say after seeing both videos. You know what I'm saying? Move right along. I ain't need much gonna hold you. We got to go ahead on and get that right there out the way. Hell, let's go ahead on and get it to the last one so I can get y'all on up out of here real quick. Listen, I need my numbers up. What is we doing? Get the numbers up. Thumbs up. PayPal. Cash App. Super Chat. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Donovan for the $3 cash app. Say love the show. I appreciate the love I hear in the goddamn screen. I really do. Say Willie, are you looking? Willie, are looking what to cancel another one out? Willie, yeah. Yeah. It cancel both of them out. It cancel each one out. Yeah. The silly shit you did over here, the silly shit you did over there, cancel y'all out. Bam. Fine. Everybody go their separate ways. Don't talk to each other. Never again. I hope I was able to help. Let's go ahead on and do this last one, man, so I can get y'all on up out of here. Listen, we live in the time, we've been living in the time to where domestic love is something that we talk about around here in these streets. Domestic love is something that we talk about, and typically when you pop one of these babies, when you're trying to correct the baby, when we open hand, we still love it. When you close fist up, bitch, I hate of it. You know what I'm saying? So typically in a domestic love relationship, if the police is called, the male always, well, not always, because about 98% of the time, the male will always go to jail. The male will always be held responsible 98% of the time, because there is a few times where a woman does go to jail. A baby do go to jail when the police is called. That's about 2% ever since I've been born. That's what's up. But in this incident, a family has now filed suit on behalf of a domestic love relationship victim who was shot by the police. He was shot by brothers in blue after the police was called over a domestic love incident. Here we go.
Only on 2, he was a domestic violence victim. Called the police for help, but went off.
He was the victim. He called the police.
Only on 2, he was a domestic violence victim. Called the police for help, but when officers arrived, they took his life. It's been almost a year since Michael Craig was shot and killed in his Auburn Gresham home. CBS 2 investigator Megan Hickey spoke exclusively with Craig's family. Megan, the family told you why this wrongful death lawsuit was the last resort for them.
And a lot of people really don't understand. This is the number one reason that men don't call the police when they're having a domestic love issue, is because we typically go to jail even if we call the police, because this bitch done jumped on us. You know what I'm saying? We go to jail.
Right, Joe, that lawsuit filed in federal court almost exactly a year after he was shot and killed by CPD. They are asking for charges against that officer and for an open dialogue with the city.
He called 911 himself.
My wife got a knife on me on the bed right now. Yeah. Around my throat.
The lawsuit
He's got a knife on his throat. He need help.
filed today in the Northern District of Illinois claims that Officer Alberto Covarrubias and his partner were informed at least 4 different times that 61-year-old Michael Craig was the victim of
You could not tell a player 61 years old or a player was 61 years old. Look at a player. Like a player been eating fruits and vegetables and shit. You know what I'm saying? Damn it, that's what's up.
domestic violence. His wife was experiencing a mental health episode and was trying to stab him.
Oh, we call it mental health when a baby trying to harm a player. But go ahead.
Episode and was trying to stab him. But when Officer Covarrubias entered the apartment,
views like a horror movie.
taser and gun drawn, body camera video shows the officer shooting Craig. Attorney Michael Oppenheimer, who represents the family, says he didn't stop there.
And he puts the kill shot into Michael Craig for absolutely no reason. This man is a victim of domestic violence, and Officer Covarrubias killed a domestic violence victim.
Craig's son, Patrick Jenkins, is now left to clean up the pieces. He took custody of his now 8-year-old brother, seen here on body camera video, also telling police that his mommy had the knife. In your opinion, what did CPD do wrong?
Everything. Everything.
The filing alleges officers not only misinterpreted the situation.
Officer Covarrubias murdered Michael Craig. He shot him in cold blood.
Craig's son said he wants additional domestic violence training for officers. He wants charges to be filed against Officer Covarrubias. He also wants to know why the officers on the scene didn't try to render aid to him right after the shooting.
To see anybody go through that, knowing that they could have been saved, or it was something that you could have done, and nothing.
So you mean to tell me that we shot a player and didn't render aid? We ain't trying to do no CPR. We ain't trying to cauterize the wound. None of that shit like that.
But most importantly, he wants to sit down with the city and start a dialogue about the ways this type of tragedy can be prevented.
You haven't heard anything from anybody from the city of Chicago. No apology, anything.
So this is why we do not call law enforcement when we having a domestic love issue. They gonna put it on, it's a mental health thing. She was having a mental health issue.
So far, no comment from the city's law department. Today, CPD told me that Officer Covarrubias is still an active member of CPD. He had been suspended after an incident in 2016 where termination was recommended. Joe?
Termination was recommended and he was suspended, but in this incident, we're going to keep him on out there because we're already short on officers. We can't just be letting officers go even if they make the wrong moves out here in these streets. The most that we can do is suspend with pay. So we don't want to like build up like all the back pay when we let them come back to the damn job. You know what I'm saying? You say, well, I bet she was a schizophrenic. Big word out here in the goddamn street. Listen, players. So when y'all do finally show a bitch that you love them in a domestic love relationship and shit like that, and they say, well, what happened? Say, my mental health. I was having a mental health problem. Even the little boy saw she had the knife. Even the little boy knew mama was trying to kill daddy, or at least trying to show some love to the daddy.
Megan, thank you very much.
Goddamn shame. They done ran on up in there. Hold on. Wait. He called the police.
By CPD, they are asking for charges against that officer and for an open dialogue with the city.
Say Ben Crump didn't hear about this. I can believe that right there. Somebody need to fax this, send this, email it, text, or Instagram, or IG, DM, Ben Crump this story right here.
He called 911 himself.
My wife got a knife on me on the bed right now.
Let me explain something to a whole bunch of y'all players. When your little la-la is showing that she really, really love you and shit like that, and she might go through it, because a lot of times we think that our significant others will not go through with it, but I'm here to tell you that we will go through with it because we really do love you. You got to whoop a bit. You got to show her just as much as you love her. Let me show you, bitch. You done pull the knife. We really in the fight right now. We really do need to fight now. Whether we stay together or not, we really should stay together, but We gonna fight for right now to just show each other who really love who the most out here in these streets. A lot of y'all play, damn, and he was 61, so he came up in the time also to where you don't put your hands on a woman shit. It's 2022 around here at the Willie Williams Show. We don't believe in that. Nope. We don't believe in that shit right here in these goddamn street. We say defend yourself at all costs. You don't let a bitch whoop you. No. To all the males out here, the men who came out their mama monkeys with a meat, to all yous. I know they still talking that shit. You should never put your hand on a woman. You should never hit a woman. We don't believe in that. You defend yourself at all goddamn costs. And or if you're trying to show them that you love them, then you show them that you love them. But we don't believe in you don't put your hands on the opposite gender. We don't believe in that because this person is a human too. We believe in putting hands on human beings out here in the goddamn street. We talking about cheering and all. We don't give a fuck to listen. We will run up on the school bus and whoop your goddamn child. I mean, really beat your child up. This is the things that we will do. We don't give a damn about age as long as you is a human. We'll fuck around and whoop shit out of a toddler. I'm trying to explain it to you. We have been taught wrong. We've been taught wrong. Say most from the old school of the Ike Turner. Shout out to Ike Turner, gonna check a bit. You know what I'm saying? I believe in that right there. Yeah. If the toddler is acting up, we whoop shit out of toddler, don't it? We don't play that shit around here in the goddamn street. But you defend yourself at all costs, man, and this cost him his life. His wife didn't even get a chance to kill him and or cut him. It was law enforcement.
The lawsuit filed today in the Northern District of Illinois claims that Officer Alberto Covarrubias and his partner were informed at least 4 different times that 61-year-old Michael Craig was the victim of domestic violence.
Oh, I missed that. They was informed 4 different times that the man was the victim. Hold up. Let me back it up to get it right.
No.
The lawsuit filed today in the Northern District of Illinois claims that Officer Alberto Covarrubias and his partner were informed at least 4 different times that 61-year-old Michael Craig was the victim of domestic violence. His wife was experiencing a mental health episode and was trying to stab him. But when Officer Covarrubias entered the apartment,
Views like a horror movie.
taser and gun drawn, body camera video shows the officer shooting Craig.
Officer never came in and said like, hey, what are you doing? Law enforcement, listen, at that angle, we couldn't even see whether a player had a weapon. At this angle, we cannot see whether he has a weapon. If he had to be shot, you just could have taser. You know, you didn't have to, not taser Glock, but you could taser. You know what I'm saying? We don't even see what's transpiring right here.
The camera video shows the officer shooting Craig. Attorney Michael Oppenheimer, who represents the family, says he didn't stop there.
And then he puts the kill shot into Michael Craig for absolutely no reason. This man is a...
You say, Pastor, we did this story last year also. Really? I don't remember this one here. But if anything, this is a part of the investigation. So this is after the fact. So
victim of domestic violence. And Officer Covarrubias killed a domestic violence victim.
Craig's son, Pat.
Yes. A domestic violent victim, and we do be victims. Players don't ever be, you so hard and all this shit here. Man, ain't no victim. Yeah, when she done whoop your ass, you is a victim. When she done jumped on your ass, you is a victim. Do not get this shit twisted. Now, I'm not saying that you can't still be with the person that's jumping on you. Now, that's the person that's showing some love, and they trying to tell you that we is in a domestic love relationship, and I really, really do love you, so I got to show you that I love you. Yeah, this is just an update then, because I truly don't remember this story.
Patrick Jenkins is now left to clean up the pieces. He took custody of his now 8-year-old brother, seen here on body camera video, also telling police that his mommy had the knife.
Was the mama ever arrested? I don't remember them saying anything.
Your opinion, what did CPD do wrong?
Everything. everything.
The filing alleges officers not only misinterpreted the situation.
Officer Covarrubias murdered Michael Craig. He shot him in cold blood.
Craig's son said he wants additional domestic violence training for officers. He wants charges to be filed against Officer Covarrubias. He also wants to know why the officers on the scene didn't try to render aid to him right after the shooting.
I don't even understand why they did not try to render aid. But look here, for what we finna do, okay. Wait, let me see. There should be some body cam footage then, because they don't want to show us the body cam footage right now. But murder 17 hours ago. Hold up, the family sue. Let's see, body cam. Hold on. Let's see if we can get some body cam footage. The body cam shows domestic victim thrown to the ground and handcuffed. Nope, that was 2 years ago. Domestic. Nope. What is this? Chicago. We're trying to find body cam footage. What is the player name to domestic, yada. I can't find nothing. Shout out to Logan for the $5 super chat. Say, if the woman was the victim and shot, what would the outcome be? The officer would have been gone. Wait, whoa, I found it. Boy, I fucking found it. Player, I got it. Hold up. Wait. Did I just grab it? Hold up. Body shows. Nope. Hold on. Boy, I got it. Let me download it real quick. Bam. We got that. Grab that. Do that.
Police mistakenly shoot and kill.
Okay. Here we go. Let me put this here on the screen so y'all can see. Bam. It's already up there. All right. This was 11 months ago. 11 months ago, so it was last year. Okay, cool. Say, Willie, look at the resurrecting stories. Okay, wait. Look at the resurrecting stories.
Victim of domestic violence when they responded to an emergency call last month. That's what an attorney says is shown on new police body-worn camera footage released today.
Shout out to Danny for the $3 cash up. I appreciate the support, man. I need that. Now we got to get the numbers up. Our number should be over 450 right now. Come on, y'all. Work with the play. I'm going to wait till I get to 400. I'm going to wait at least till I get to 400. I can do myself a solid with that right there. Let me take a drink real quick. Let me make sure I get that there together. I don't be liking to stop the show like this right here because it's also I have to turn the shit into a podcast and stuff like that, and I don't want to have the gap. You know what I'm saying? But I need to be over 400. Damn, y'all. Got thumbs up. We got a PayPal. Damn it, hit the cash app. Do something. I'm asking for the free shit. Come on, y'all. We got the 400. Let's go over 400. Thank you. Damn, I appreciate it. Y'all, the shit free. Come on now. Let's see this body cam. Here we go.
Police mistakenly shoot and kill a victim of domestic violence.
Say mistakenly shoot and kill.
When they responded to an emergency call last month. That's what an attorney says is shown on new police body-worn camera footage released today.
And WJ's Michael live at police headquarters with more on this. Mike?
Ray and Micah, the man who was shot and killed by police was a 61-year-old father. His wife had a history of mental health issues and of violence. When he called police for help, he was the one who wound up dead.
She has a history of violence and mental health problems. Say Willie went to the library to upload, show some support. I'm trying to tell you, I just made it through a goddamn hurricane. I can't get no thumbs up.
Now his family is asking for both accountability and justice. A Chicago police officer responding to a domestic violence call back in October climbed the staircase of an apartment building in Gresham on the south side and prepared to use his taser. When he arrived at the second floor unit to an open door, he announced himself. Then the video shows there was screaming coming from the inside. The video, which we've paused before the fatal shooting, shows the officer fire his taser and his gun at nearly the same time.
And now we have this police officer.
He shot his taser and his gun at the same time. That's what's up. Shout out to the Swaggy Deacon for the $1 cash app. Say for the thumbs up fund. Damn it, I appreciate that right there, man. Damn, baby, this shit is just stupid.
Sir, acting like a cowboy with a taser in one hand and a firearm in the other hand.
61-year-old Michael Craig was shot twice and killed.
Damn,
Craig's
right.
wife was uninjured. The problem, attorney Michael Oppenheimer says, is police mistook Craig for the attacker when he was actually the victim.
Damn, man. Shout out to Candace for the $5 cash app. Say for Willie, he say just for you, anonymous love. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do.
Domestic violence. Oppenheimer said Craig had been stabbed at least 4 times.
Michael Craig himself called the Chicago Police Department to say that she had a knife to me. Please come quickly, the door will be open for you.
She stabbed him 4 times and he still gets shot.
Michael Craig is lying there, already shot, a victim of domestic violence, now a victim of the Chicago Police Department. He looks up, he is still alive, and this officer takes aim and fires a second shot at his stomach.
Craig's
Whoa, slow me down. What did he just say?
To say that she had a knife to me.
Okay.
Please come quickly, the door will be open for you. As Michael Craig is lying there, already shot, a victim of domestic violence, now a victim of the Chicago Police Department, he looks up, he is still alive, and this officer takes aim and fires a second shot at his stomach.
Craig's wife has a documented history of violence and mental health issues. WGN News obtained records that show she was charged in 2016 with attempted murder, aggravated domestic battery, and aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
Man. They been with y'all with attempted murder in 16. That bitch out. Alright, man.
All stemming from a different incident that also involved Craig.
They let him lie there. They let him die.
Craig's son, Patrick Jenkins, says the situation is even more troubling seeing the aftermath of the shooting.
Are you hurt?
Police repeatedly checked on the woman and only barely tended to Craig.
Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Domestic issues, they coming to save a bitch. Even if the bitch is the aggressor. They don't care about us. I'm trying to tell y'all. And again, this is why people be acting like, well, damn it, if she doing things to you, then y'all need to call the police and put a case on the bitch. No. Fuck around and end up in jail or dead.
All he checked for was a pulse. My dad laid there like a dog and died.
Speaking with reporters outside of police headquarters.
I got to back that little stomach part up because that baby got a little gut on him.
Seeing the aftermath of the shooting.
Are you hurt?
Police repeatedly checked on the woman and only barely tended to Craig.
All he checked for was a pulse.
When they already had been informed 4 times that she is the aggressor.
My dad laid there like a dog and died.
Speaking with reporters outside of police headquarters, Jenkins addressed the officer who pulled the trigger.
You instantly came in and took a shot. That wasn't enough. You aimed and took another shot. You took a life, and it's clear on the tape. Hopefully they allow everyone to see it. He didn't care.
The officer was raised by his mammy, and his mammy done probably been jumped on before. Shout out to Latonya for the $5 cash app. Say, Governor of Georgia gave me $350 times 4. What in the hell going on in Georgia? What is going on up there? I need some of that right there.
And the Civilian Office of Police Accountability continues to investigate this case. Meantime, the officer who fired those fatal shots remains on administrative duty pending the outcome of this investigation.
He said he didn't even evaluate the situation. Big word. He goddamn screed. He damn sure didn't. Even though on his way in he said law enforcement, but then he heard a bitch scream. It possibly remind him of his mammy screaming. He gonna take a bitch side, even though he been informed at least 4 times that she's the aggressor. Players, we got to handle. We have to protect our own lives. We have to defend ourselves. I know it can still get us put in jail. Understood. But if we think that it is going to help us by calling law enforcement 98 times out of 100, it ain't. We're on our own. See, but that's something that typically men, we already know. We already know with life, we typically on our own, ain't nobody coming to save us. There's a few of us that will call law enforcement so we don't get in trouble. We don't go to jail, or we call the police first. You know, because it used to be back sometime where whoever called the police first, then the other person, they tend to go to jail. Nah, don't believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it happen both ways a lot of times, because I've been in the communities when shit pop off and somebody called law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? You say it was the opposite for me, Willie. Yeah, he didn't even have a weapon. I'm so glad you said that. He didn't even have a weapon. They didn't even evaluate the issue. I think my law enforcement brother need to. And again, we're not going to fire him and shit because it was last year. So if he's still on the force by this year, we have determined that we don't need to lose another officer because we are short of officers. You can get them in a civil suit. We got to go for the civil suit. Get you about 10. Damn it, we're gonna have to give another like 10, 15 million with this one right here, because and you also got custody of your 8-year-old brother. Will this fall under, if we kill somebody or prevent a parent from being able to financially support their child because of something that but that was only in the DUIs and shit like that right there. It should also go with like murdering or killing or shooting or stabbing someone or knocking someone out and they fall and they break their cranium and shit like that right there. It should fall under if you take somebody's life or you hinder somebody by doing whatever you had done did to ruin their life or interrupt their way of being able to take care of their kids, that you should be able to or should have to pay child support to that child. So, I believe that y'all can get you at least 15 million. I think you can get by maybe 16, shoot me by the 100. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that you can at least get 15 mil because you're going to have to take care of your 8-year-old brother and just the dealing with the psychological effect of losing your father in that way. Playboy, go for the gusto. Bucket, go for the gusto. Go for the gusto. And we got to settle out of court. I get all that right there, but we settle out of court for nothing less than 10. Get that paper. I call that right there. But we're not going to let the officer go now. We ain't going to do that shit right there because Illinois, some shit be popping off. So we need as many officers as we possibly can have. Give y'all a pat on the back because, boy, y'all done made it to the end of the midday news. Man, I hope that y'all really did enjoy y'all self out here in these streets because I did. I am happy to be back. We got a thumbs up. 429. I appreciate that right there. I appreciate y'all being involved. Remember, check out everything that a player be out here doing. I'm putting in his work. I'm uploading. I'm doing my goddamn job to entertain a lot of people, and I really do appreciate y'all. Remember, share the shit. Share it on your social media accounts, y'all. I should be out there big time. I should have been with platinum. And we need to be trying to go platinum. Out here in these streets, we get more people around here, have different conversations and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I do appreciate y'all. Remember, this is prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show. It's just the finger. If your prostate don't work, your meat don't work, and your la gonna leave you. I'm trying to help y'all out. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking with a player. We will be back at 8 for the nightly news. Thank you for everything that y'all do. And I'm gonna see y'all later. I done pushed that damn button. Man, y'all have a good one. See you later.